Good morning, and welcome to another episode on Productive Homestead. Today, we're going to be working on my 67 Chevrolet pickup. We have a product here that I want to talk about. And it's this thing right here. This is the headlight switch and light dimmer module. And I broke the old one. Here's the old one. They don't appear to be the same thing. They're not the same thing. Wait, is the plug in right? It might work. Alright. That should work. So, what I learned was, here's your knob, and it goes in here. And I think, yeah. So this button right here is what releases that knob. And if you don't push that button, you just destroy the guts of this thing. Yeah, so see, there it is. It's locked in. Yeah. There we go. And then to take it out, you just push this button. So you can't take it out. You push this button, it comes out. So that's my big takeaway here is if you have one of these, or if you're working on this, that button. Yeah, so see that? Yeah, that's where it was there. So yep, that's the same thing. Okay, good. And then I also wanted to take a minute to open a letter that we got from Simple Life Reclaimed. They sent the I guess it's a sticker. That's what they said they were going to send. And it looks like we got a little card. It says, "Thank you so much." Oh, a bunch of stickers. Thank you so much for your roast entry. It was awesome. All right. Well, that's cool. So, we got some stickers. 41.36. What are these? Oh, temporary tattoos. Okay, 2 temporary tattoos. Looks like we got 2 business cards. 2 business cards, and then 2 stickers. So yeah, all right. All right, well, thank you, Mel and Gary. Appreciate it. Over there at Simple Life Reclaim. That's really cool. We got the temporary tattoos and the stickers, and the thank you card. Very sweet. All right, well, now that we got that opened up, let's get started on this headlight switch install. That's one thing I love about old trucks. You can work on them. Okay. So there's that. There we go. All right, now, one of the things that I was working on when I broke this was the lights on this thing. And so, I wanted to check on that. And there's lots of lights in here, and almost none of them are working. So I don't know. I wouldn't think that they're all burnt out. Got a little bit of junk off there. Alright, so what I want to try now is I'd really love to just plug this in right here and see if any of the lights work. Too light outside to tell. Probably not. Let's start. see it, but it's there. It's at least lighting up the odometer. Okay, well, that's exciting. All right, well let's get the rest of this buttoned up, and then we'll come back tonight when it's dark and see how many lights we got working, if any. All right, so here we are. While we're waiting on dark to get here, I decided I'd go ahead and try and change this thing out. A man that I go to church with, a good man, he gave me this, and it's fancy. And I was when I first looked at it, I was like, man, that'll work, and it fits. But this has air conditioning on it, and I didn't think it would be a problem. However, this is part of a bigger system that I don't have everything to. This has vacuum lines run to it right here. It's got a switch for the fan on and off here, and then this is your temp, AC and heat, and then your controls to change your where your air is coming from, defroster, mic, or like max air in, and then defroster. But the problem is that's run off the vacuum advance, and the old one here doesn't have any vacuum lines, and the air fan switch is right here, and it opens up a little box to let air in, whether it's hot air or not, and then once it gets to the side, then it operates this right here, as you can see. So all those things considered, I'm not going to be able to use this newer and better heater control, even though I have a broken switch here to change the heat. I just put it on heat all the time, and which I still don't have the heat hooked up. I got to hook up heater hoses, but that's a bummer. I was really hoping that would just work, but that's okay. I've got these lines were all froze up. I got them freed up, and I'm gonna make sure they work really well here in just a minute. But I did want to jump on here and show that. Unfortunately, I can't use the and how much nicer would have that looked, though? I mean, golly, it's got it's a better looking setup. I was really hoping it would work, but that's okay. All right, well, we're gonna move on here. I'm gonna I got this disconnected. I'm gonna try to squirt some WD-40 in these lines here and get them working better. So be right back. All right, so this right here is an apparatus that my dad gave me for lubricating these cables here, and the idea is that you crimp this thing on here, get it getting tight, and then I think you just right here where this hole is, you take your WD-40 and squirt it in there. Let's see, I don't know. I don't know if that's gonna work because I got this metal clip here that's not wanting to. Try it again. Sounds like the rock quarry's getting ready to blast. Now, so this thing is pressed on here, and so that pretty much makes doing any more of this impossible, which is, you know, kind of unfortunate. Well, it was worth a shot. Fail again. Okay. Well, I'm just going to put this back together. I know everything's working good. I mean, I wish I could have used that device, but these particular cables aren't going to let me do it. That's about as good as I can do right there. So, all right. Well, I'm going to get back to it here. We'll catch you in just a minute. All right. So, I was out here working on this 67, waiting for dark to get here so we can look at them lights. And I decided, you know, hey, let's take the fan. You know, the fan wasn't running real well. It was running real slow, and so I took it off. But I had to take the hood off to do that, so I just scooted it out of the way. The hinges are wore out anyway. And you know, I took the motor off and got it working a little better probably. And then I thought, hey, I should check that heater core because it's not hooked up, and I'm gonna hook it up. So let's just do that. So I went to take it off and had a little trouble. You can tell there's been some vermin activity there. And so I got it off there, and I got it back here to get the heater core out. And, you know, here's what I found. And so I thought, well, all right. But I just wanted to show you this. I mean, that's bad. Anyway, that's the kind of stuff you can't make up. That's why we record these things, to, you know, record them so that we can see them forever. But that probably would have slowed down air restriction. Now I'm gonna try to take a garden hose and, you know, figure out some way to pressure this thing up, see if there's anything leaking on it. And if it's not leaking, it looks like it probably did, I'll go from there. But yeah, let me get this checked on. We'll catch you here in a minute. Okay, so I've got the heater core back in, kind of bolted up there. It did have a couple of leaks on it. I soldered on it. I don't know how long it'll last, but it's easy enough to work on, so we'll just put it back together. I tested it, hooked it up to a water hose and pressured it up, and it held, you know, that 40 or 50 pounds. So hopefully it'll hold this. So, all right, well, we're gonna move on, reinstall the motor here, hook up heater hoses maybe at some point, but I don't know yet. We'll have to figure it out. But we're gonna do this right now. So let's do that. Okay, she's all hooked back up. Let's give it a test run, see how she blows. It did blow somewhat, but it was pretty poor. All right, well, let's give it a shot and see how it blows here. It's blowing some pretty good air. Engine sounds better, or the motor sounds better. Now, I'll say this too. I used to only have one speed, and I probably still only have one speed, but let's just see. Yeah. Yeah, okay. She's moving about twice as much air. I'm happy with that. All right. Reinstall the hood here, and try not to, try not to die. That's the main thing. Just try not to die. All right. I just need to figure out how to hook up them heater hoses. All right. Well, that's going to do it for this episode of Productive Homestead. I hope you enjoyed this video. We had a very productive day today. We tried to fix the heater control panel inside, but was unable to due to the different configurations. One was vacuum, and then the other one was pneumatic, cables with just an electric switch built in. We did fix the headlight switch, on off, and then light dimmer. We're waiting to see if that's going to work. Whoa, we need to look at that. I almost forgot. See? There you go. That's why we go over things, so we don't forget. I'll throw that in at the end of the video. And then we pulled the heater core out. We found a leak. We tried to fix the leak with solder, and I didn't show that process because I've never even attempted anything like it before. If it chances are it's just going to blow once it gets hot and it gets the antifreeze run through it. Chances are it's just going to blow out. At which case I'll stop. I'll order a new heater core and we'll put that one in, and maybe we'll go further in depth on that. But for now, we'll just leave it like it is. But we just need to hook them heater cores up, heater hoses up. But so far we've got that done. I don't have any ductwork to the defroster. I'm going to try to figure something out there. Maybe if we just start and let it run long enough, it'll go ahead and thaw it out. I don't know how much of a fight that's going to be. But yeah, so we've made a little bit of progress today, and that's good enough. I greased the windshield wipers. They're working a little bit better now with WD-40. And man, other than that, we've had a pretty good day. I filled up with gas. We got the instrument panel back working, speedometer cable hooked back up. So we had all that tore apart. I don't know if the lights are working yet. We're going to find that out here at the end of the video. But okay, so working on this, installing this heater core here. I've got the heater hoses and some clamps, and when I started on this thing, I don't know if you can see, but right here, this was just right here. So I moved this hose barb from here to here, and then we will make a connection from here to here, and then from down there to the water pump. And if I'm not mistaken, the way this will work is this is your hot coming out. So my hot will go up to the top. It'll filter down. As it cools down, it'll come out the bottom and go into the inlet of the water pump, out the bottom, into the radiator, and then circle back around to the top of the thermostat to go back in. I hope that's the way it goes. If not, let me know. Either way, even whether it runs that way or the other way, we are, I think we'll get hot water or hot air either way. I ordered a little too much heater hose, but I'd rather have 3 feet too many than 6 inches not enough. Hose clamp. Anyway, like I was saying, this is one of the best things about having a truck like this is you can just pedal, you know, and it don't hurt nobody. And you tend to learn things along the way, you know, like breaking headlight switches and having to replace them, stuff like that. There we we're getting there. I got some antifreeze. Fill everything back up with. Okay. Center down. Alright. I think I should zip tie that right there, probably. I think I should. I don't have any zip ties on me. Let's put some radiator fluid in there and see if we can fire it up. This is the must add water kind. So I'll be putting some water in there. But it's on purpose because I got the full strength antifreeze here. Alright, let's go get some water. Alright, here we go. All right, here we go. All right, let's fire it up and see if we can get good circulation, get radiator to top it off, and then we'll go from there and see if we get heat. Make sure we don't have any leaks. Leaks are the worst. We got a leak. But I think it's coming off that hose. Fixed. Get up there. That hose on the bottom, it was all, I don't know if it'll show up in camera, but it was all kind of crunched up anyway, so I just cinched her down a little bit. Got it fixed. Now, got my radiator fluid here. She's coming down a little bit. Makes sense because we let a lot out of the intake when we took those fittings out. Get a zip tie and put it right here, but oh, it's warm. It's warm. And she's warm. All right, let's. That was quick. Which it was the warm engine was already warm. Let's see if we're blowing hot air. This on I got this set on heat, so it's always just on heat. That's warm air right there, fellers and fellas. That is warm air. That's defrost mode, which I don't have any ductwork coming up to these vents, so defrost is still just floor. But she's blowing warm air. Oh yeah. I don't know if you can tell it or not, but I'm starting to sweat. I wonder if Hey, check this out. This light works. It didn't work before. See that red light? That's how you know you're on bright. I didn't know. Right there. It started working. Ain't that something? That's the floor switch. That's the floor dimmer. You see that? That's the old school way. That's where we're at. But yeah, high and low, we got it back. And you can see how fast you're going. Can you see? You can see it. Okay. Yeah, see? The lights. It's lit up. So you can see there. It's still pretty hard to see. We're gonna have to wait a little bit. Those lights work good. I even got a light in there. I think you can even see that. The only thing that doesn't work is the turn signal lights, but that's, you know, that's neither here nor there. They work on the outside. They don't blink on the inside. Well, that's incredible. Yep, my bright light button, my bright light works. Okay, let's see how. Yep, she's warm. It's good warm air. You know, you can't see how warm it is, but it's warm. It's warm. I guess I could get a thermometer. You may just have to take my word for it. It's warm. We got 190 degrees. The radiator's still cool. But that's, oh yeah, that's spot hot. That's good. So I think we did it right, because this hose is cooler than this hose. It is cooler. So what that's telling me is it's working just like we said. It's coming out of the intake into the heater core, dropping down, and then that smaller orifice pipe is slowing the antifreeze down in the heater core to give it a chance to evacuate all the heat we can with the air blower. And then it's coming through here into the water pump, down into the radiator, up, nice cool, into the thermostat, down, and start over again. So that's really good. I'm very excited about having a heater. It'd probably work even better you get going down the road. I don't have defroster, but that's just part of it. So, all right. Yeah, you can see them lights going on now. Yeah, you can see it. That's pretty cool. But for some reason, the speedometer jumps whenever I pull it out just a little bit. That's great. We got lights back. Originally, I only had the fuel gauge light. That was the only thing that lit up. Now this lights up. My red high beam light comes on. My wipers work good. I mean, I think I can say it. I think this is officially a going to town rig now. All right. Well, I reckon that'll do it.